Okay, so again, you don't have to answer any of these questions, but when you guys, so then when you started, slowly but surely you got back together, then you left town.
Yeah.
Then you were on the run?
No, we had a plan to move to Tennessee, and
together.
Yes, together. But I mean, it wasn't like we were on the run. At least that wasn't what was going on in my mind. Maybe it was in Pat's mind. I don't know. He didn't tell me, but
did he seem like he was in a hurry?
Yeah. But I mean, there were more reasons than that he punched somebody. You know,
right?
If a person's getting in trouble, they usually have some other trouble too in other areas.
Yeah, but he was like wanted, right? Wasn't he wanted by? I mean, at some point, didn't he have to like kind of? What wasn't there a warrant out for his arrest or something?
Yeah, he didn't know. He was getting Twitter messages from the NYPD warrant squad,
and he thought it was a prank.
Yeah, he thought it was a troll. So he was just like,
they contact you on Twitter.
Isn't that weird?
They
contacted me through TikTok.
Wow.
The IRS contacted me through TikTok. They're like, you're being audited, sir.
It was like a sexy lady, IRS lady.
So they were tweeting him, and he disregarded it because he was like, this can't be real.
And that information didn't even come in until I think around December. So 6 months later.
What the tweets were, but was he hearing from different sources that they were looking for him?
No, he had one of his friends who was a cop look in on it, and that guy confirmed that it was real.
So until he got the tweets, he thought it was fine.
Yeah, he thought they were trolls. Yeah, he was like,
he never got a phone call. He only got mentioned,
nothing,
or DM'd.
Yeah. I don't remember if there was any phone call or voicemail or anything like that. But
so you weren't running from the authorities, as far as you knew.
No.
You were just having a fun summer.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I feel like good cop, bad cop. I'm of course bad cop. Adam would be good cop or Andy.
I think it's romantic.
Yeah, but we all thought it was fun. You guys were just on the lam and doing pop-up shows and stuff like that. We thought it was, I'm an old-fashioned romantic. I watched Bonnie and Clyde. I watched stuff like that. So we thought, we never saw comics do it per se. It was mostly outlaws, but you guys were, and then even again, you don't have to tell us anything you don't want to tell us, but was it weird, or was it just became kind of normal?
No, it wasn't weird. I was having fun as well, but we were looking for a place, and I can't remember what was going on, why we were going around to so many different cities. I was booking us on shows and decided to try to do like Crime Report Live. That was my idea, live podcast, and we did that a couple times, and but then once the warrant hit, it was all downhill from there.
Oh, once he found out it was real?
Yeah.
And then you were kind of running.
Well, no, because he would go back to New York for the court dates. So.
Oh, yeah. And you'd have to sit upstairs?
Instead of at Joe Cumia's place.
Yeah, I sat in my car and
stay in the car while I talk to these coppers.
No matter where they go, Felicia's upstairs.
Oh, it's there. Yeah, I'll be in the car.
You know where to go.
Wait, he would go to New York and you'd stay wherever you.
No, I would drive him.
Wow.
Kevin, we have so much in common.
Wait, why? What do you mean? Because
you yes. Oh.
All right, so you would drive him to New York?
Uh-huh.
So he didn't. You had a car. He didn't have a car.
Right.
Okay. All right, so you don't have to say, but where did things go south? It just you got sick of the lifestyle.
No, I think that once this started happening, then he changed his story and started blaming it all on me.
Who, with the authorities?
Pat. He started blaming it all on me. Like, you're the reason I'm in this predicament now. And just did a total 180 on me.
Oh, like not with the cops, with you.
Yeah.
And why was it your fault?
Because I did Geno's show.
Wow. I mean, it's a lot. Anyway,
it is.
Go ahead, caller. We need some callers. I'm sick of asking questions. No, it's I don't even know. I mean, it's like so then again, you can't. Anyway, I feel bad. I feel like I'm in a bad spot now because I like Pat, but it's like.
Well, we all love Pat. We love Pat.
Pat was my first love.
I lost my virginity to Pat.
Oh, right.
No,
right.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we do.
Yeah, but you guys weren't dating the whole time. You lost virginity, and then he came back around, right?
Yeah. Like 16 years later.
What?
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
So wait, you were like an open micer, and then he met you?
Mm-hmm. I was like 2 years into comedy when it happened.
And he was a grizzled veteran.
Not exactly, but I saw him on Premium Blend, and at the time, and at the time I was emailing a bunch. I would email every comedian I saw on TV, and he was, and they would get back to me with comedy advice, and he was the only one who was like, "Hey, if you ever have any more questions, write me again."
About other stuff. Actually, you know what? He told this story on the show. I remember now.
He did?
It's all coming back to me now. Yeah.
So wait, so then you sent him another email?
Yeah, I think like months went by and I was like, you know what? I do have more questions.
If you know what I'm saying.
That's not how it worked with me and Sarah Silverman, but close enough. No, these female open micers, they're looking for information and cock. No, they're mostly looking for information. Well, they're looking for a little guidance,
I was a virgin. I was 20. And my roommate was a virgin, and she was 24. And we decided.
You both?
No.
Did she email anybody?
Wait, she was a comic too?
Yeah, she was an open micer also.
And a 24-year-old virgin lady?
Yeah.
Was she a big fat gal?
No. She was hot.
What?
Wait, she was hot and a virgin at 24.
She was a virgin who sucked dick.
Oh, so she did other stuff. So maybe she was Catholic or something.
Oh, okay. Send her the link, Adam.
I'd love to.
Ray DeVito. So you guys hate Ray DeVito, you hate Stevie Lou, you hate Chad. I just checked Chad's Twitter. I think he's on a bender because he hasn't tweeted, he hasn't done a show, he hasn't tweeted since yesterday and was bragging about it. So he's back in Tampa getting hammered. And so Felicia asked to come on the show, and I'm like, yeah, I guess. Why not? I don't care. We need ladies. We need ladies with backstories. We need, even though she can't talk about it, we need ladies with stories. Am I friends with Pat Dixon? I'm not really friends with anybody at this point. I mean, Patrick Melton, he owns all those guys now. Ray DeVito, Pat Dixon. They're all his problem now. They're all in bed with him. We got Patrick Melton is taking care of me. I mean, Patrick Melton talks shit about my wife and my kids. Pat Dixon sits there. Ray DeVito sits there. They laugh. So do I have any friends? No. Go ahead, Felicia.
Okay. Lead me to where I left off.
A lot of this today.
Oh, that's why I wanted to come on, because I was like, this show has never been better for me,
Right.
It aligns with kind of your.
I feel that I feel that Kevin was betrayed, and Kevin may not feel that way, but I do.
By
I
whom?
forgot. By Pat Dixon. I mean, look, I
Okay.
know that I know how much Kevin has done for Pat. So
She does. She probably does. And you think Melton? What has Melton done for Pat?
I have no idea.
And also, listen. This is what I don't have any factual information, but you know, Melton's been counting my money and counting my super chats to stick it to me, and then what happens? He's like, oh, I guess that's not working either. But count Melton. Have that fucking I almost said the F word. Have that neglected cat count your money and count Pat Dixon's money now that he's over on Rumble. Because he can count Rumble because somebody sent me the screen one day when he counted Steel Toes numbers on a Friday with Geno Bisconte. They're like, oh, look, he's doing good on Rumble. If Steel Toes doing so good on Rumble on Fridays, why doesn't he go there every day? But if you can count Steel Toes Rumbles, you can count Pat Dixon's Rumbles. They're not good. They're not good. But Melton's going to take care of all these guys. Go ahead, Felicia.
What do you got?
I love it.
What do you got?
Well, I do know it. Yeah, and I mean, I don't really know Melton. I've never really seen that show. I've just seen.
You don't want to. You don't want to. He's literally a hunched back man.
Okay.
I mean, that's a fact. When I first saw him, I was like, that explains a lot. Doesn't explain everything, but it does explain a lot.
Well, his justification is Kevin Brennan's not friends with anybody. And I know you just said that, but I think it's because people fucking burn you. But I know what you've done for Pat, you know? So it's like, well, Kevin kind of did do a lot for him. So the fact that somebody's like, it's just what you say all the time. Going to Vegas, you're not getting a solid offer. I guess the flight is paid for, right? The hotel is paid for, but we don't know how much money we're making. Why would you do that? It makes no sense. But this is what Pat does. He's dismissive of everything that people do for him. And then he keeps getting in these situations where people feel sympathy for him and they keep giving him shit. And then he just fucking burns them and goes to the next one.
So, yeah, I don't even know where to start now. I feel like David Frost with Richard Nixon. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start here. So let's go back to a summer. I guess it was June of 2020.
Yeah, it was my birthday. It was June 20th.
Wait, June 20th. Was it 2023 or 2022?
22, I think.
Yeah, it was 22. Yeah. So yeah, it was like almost 2 years ago now. So and Geno was trying to stick it to Pat, right? As far as you knew, but you didn't know the whole thing.
I didn't know because I didn't see the
Have you ever spoken about this before?
Never.
Wow.
And I figure it's time because he's talked shit about me so much and it's a bunch of lies that aren't true. He has people convinced that I'm a psycho. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this.
Are you a psycho? Do you renounce psychoism?
Yeah. I renounce psychotic people.
Psycho behavior.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So but that is weird. Geno had you on his show on his birthday, on your birthday.
I asked Geno if I could come on. Pat,
that was your birthday present to yourself.
I mean, one of them, yeah. But I just figured it'd be fun. But I asked him to do if I could do the show, just like I asked 20 or 25 other people if I could do their show. It didn't have anything to do with Pat from my end. We had been broken up for 7 months. He was dating another person and fucking other people too. So, I mean, I'm just being a comedian in New York at this point. I had no idea that Geno kind of said that thing where he was going to turn on the charm. I didn't see that.
He referred to himself as daddy. Like it was on his end, he was making it a thing. Maybe you weren't
right.
making it a thing, but
no, I wasn't.
He definitely was.
Right. And
so you thought he was looking back, you thought Geno was trying to like flirt with you to try to
No,
what was he doing?
No, I think he just had me on the show because I asked.
Oh, so you asked him, but you asked a bunch of people because it was your birthday.
Well, not for my birthday, but I asked a bunch of people.
Your birthday wish.
No, it was just very casual way to be like, hey, it's my birthday. I'd love to come on. You know, but other people, you have a different approach with other people. whatever approach you think you can get to get on the show.
Okay, so people won't have you on the show. Why? Because you're new in town?
No, well, maybe some. Yeah, I'm new in town, but I've been doing comedy for like, I think it's been 18 years. I took 3 years off, so it's 18 years. But I'm a road comic, so I've only been to New York a couple of years, so people don't know me. And you know how New York is. You get here and people are like, yeah, but what have you done here? We don't give a shit. So any type of in that I can find. Sometimes I just go, hey, if we root for the same football team, that's an in, right?
To try to get a spot?
Yeah. To try to build a rapport with somebody.
What team are we talking?
Well, I'm from Pittsburgh. So, and by the way, I don't like Ray DeVito either. He's never done anything to me. I want to make that clear.
That's Kevin's favorite team.
Wait, what'd you just say? Sorry,
Browns?
I got distracted. What?
No, they're not. You said you don't like Ray DeVito.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you don't like Ray DeVito.
It's a way to Kevin's heart. The surest way, I think.
Oh, why don't you like Ray DeVito?
Ray, first of all, Ray has never done anything to me, but he has disgusting vibes. Like Ray, I've been around because I'm from Pittsburgh. He's from Cleveland. We would see each other starting out.
Right.
And every time I've been around him, I'm like, God, it feels like I just walked into a spider web, you know?
Wow. Wow. You got that vibe from Ray DeVito?
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a second No Doubt reference today.
Wow. I can't believe it. I mean, Ray DeVito's a creepy. I mean, he's more of a loser than he is creepy, but like fucking Ari Jane wants to come on to show. Listen, I'm not making this up. She reached out to me this week too, and she said she wants to come on with Tracy because she wants to understand how Tracy can deal with Ray DeVito. These are women that are literally disgusted by Ray DeVito. And then Ray is like, Ray puts off some kind of vibe with women. I mean, yeah, I think my wife met him too by accident. And because one time Ray was at the comic strip and then my wife this is years ago, my wife had to come pick up the kids or something. And she's like, who is that guy? I said, that's Ray DeVito. And she's like, he's a creepy guy. And
sucked
I'm like,
the air out of the room.
Yeah, I'm like, he is? And she's like, yeah, I got a weird vibe. She didn't say spider web. She's like, I got a weird vibe from that fucking creep. So I always thought that was funny that my wife thought he was a creep. But now it's starting to track a little bit where everybody that has in it, it's like is around him. Like, you know what I mean? Like once you're around him in his physical presence, you find a guy repulsive.
It is. Didn't Ari Jane used to be attracted to him though?
Like once or something.
Yeah.
But she's been married like 6 or 7 times. So I think like she doesn't trust her own instincts at this point. So I think it was one of those things where it's like, and then, yeah. So I think she caught on that like, wait, I'm going to date another loser. So I think she caught on that he was a fucking fantastic loser.
Well,
that's all he is.
She kind of waited around, I think, for him to make a move. And then I think he just never did. And then she met a new guy.
Yeah, but she also got that creepy vibe from him because he wouldn't make a move. Like he was so passive, but in a creepy way. He's got that whatchamacallit, Ted Bundy vibe.
He's got like a distant kind of, I don't know. You just don't know like what's in his head. If there's anything in his head,
there's a barrier there. Yeah, unless you can do something for his career, then there's not.
Oh, you think it's...
Yeah, but I also think he has such evil in his head that's why he's always like, come on, I thought it was squashed. Come on, can't we all get along? Like, I think he's such evil thoughts. Like, everyone's joking that he's the I-80 killer, but right. I mean, he's going to end up killing something or somebody. This guy. I mean, he's so dumb. He was doing a show the other day, and he said that if anybody saw him get hit by a truck, and please let him know, he would be forever grateful. And I was like, Ray, there's 162 people watching your show. You think one of them was on I-80 when you got hit by a truck, and they got the license plate? what the fuck is wrong? Like even a mentally challenged 6-year-old wouldn't be that dumb.
And they haven't said anything until now,
right? Until he solicited, until he's like, "Can you please? If I know you guys have been holding back with holding information, but can you say something now? Step forward now, or forever hold your peace." I mean, it was like I'm watching this. I'm like, this guy's mentally stupid. I mean, it's fucking unbelievable. So, wow. So. Okay, so you asked Geno to be on the show.
Yeah.
Now I gotta get
amongst other people.
Now I gotta get Geno on. This show is really taking a turn.
What, to verify you don't trust her?
Dead to me, and we gotta send Geno the link. No. But it is hilarious that I mean how things get spun. Well, we're assuming you're telling the truth. Who knows? But it was your.
I can prove that.
You're asking around to do the show. And then so he allows you, and he's got Geno at this point has a little thing with Pat Dixon because of the relationship with Anthony Cumia and who's going to host this show and that show, and Geno's a Cumia dick rider, but he's also gets drunk with Cumia, which I've done myself. The way to make inroads with Cumia is to drink with him. Bill Schultz got 4 days a week for 5 years just because they used to do coke together after they did Red Eye on Fox News, so it's like allegedly. So, I mean, whatever. I just have to put that in my lawyer said. Anyway, so the point is that so you just show up. Geno's just doing his regular show. Is he calling you? Is he referring to himself as daddy? Is he trying to be like he's the man and he can help you out if you play your cards right?
On the charm?
Yeah.
Not at all. He wasn't
the guinea charm, as they say in The Godfather.
I mean, you didn't feel like he had turned it on any more than usual.
No, and I don't even know what usual is because I'd only been around him at compound functions. You know what I mean? Like we didn't have a previous working relationship at all. This is my first time on the show, and he didn't do that at all. He was really professional.
Geno Bisconte, you're talking about?
I mean, he wasn't flirting, is what I mean.
Oh, what was he talking about?
It was just a regular show,
And was he talking to you a lot, or mostly talking to the callers and stuff, and Bobo, or his Bobo? I mean,
it was split around.
And did he know you at all?
He knew me from compound functions. And
what do you mean compound functions? Do they have a gala every year that I've missed? Like, what are you talking about? The Leogun Christmas party? What are we talking about?
Like compound stand-up shows. I would always tag along because I was dating Pat, and also. By the way, whatever. But and then the secret shows, right? So I'd be there.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, right. At Aunt Mead's house in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not stumped. There are people like Brennan stumped. I'm not stumped at all. I just want to I want to kind of get the timeline. So when what were you aware? Was Pat making you aware that he was not happy with what? And you guys weren't dating at all when that happened?
No, we had been broken up for 7 months.
Okay, so but was Pat? Were you aware that Pat was kind of furious what was happening?
Not until I saw it happen. He didn't know that I was on the show until I was on the show, the day of the show.
Right. No, I know, but he said while you were on the show, he kept texting Geno like.
Oh, I didn't know that, and Geno didn't say anything about that.
And then you were at the bar with Geno when Pat walked in.
Yeah.
And
wow! You were actually there.
Yeah,
you were. Weren't you talking to Geno? Weren't you in a group talking to Geno?
I was talking to Geno, but the group went down because there were Stevie was coming.
Frasier. Down goes Frasier.
The group.
Pat threw such a great punch.
The whole entire group went down.
It's like in a cartoon. He has such a big punch, everyone falls. So wait, what do you mean they went down? They went down where? To do coke?
The group. No, the group that was up in the studio went down to the bar. So
right. Yeah. As is per usual.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
I remember watching.
Who was in the group? Sorry, Adam. Who was in the group?
Stevie Lou, Bobby Tamburo. Okay.
Oh yeah, the Iceman. The Iceman cometh, Stevie Lou.
Oh, he's known as the Iceman?
No, because he iced Geno's jaw.
Oh, right.
Well, we practically know everybody in this group. So the great Stevie Lou, the great Bobby Tamburo.
Yeah.
And who else?
And there was a guy in the spectator seat there, some fan, or guy that Geno knew, and he came down too.
Dealer. Probably a coke guy. Anyway.
I have no idea.
So he was there. So it wasn't a big group, but it was definitely a group.
Yeah.
All right. So then, so wait. So do you even see Pat walk in
to the bar?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you see him before Geno does?
No, we saw him at the same time.
Okay. So did Pat say anything to you?
No, he didn't even look at me.
He just walked up to Geno, and he didn't say anything to Geno.
No.
I
walked up.
Geno said, "This guy gets it," right? Didn't he?
He said that after he punched. No. Oh, I'm sorry, Geno.
Even Geno was.
That would be legendary. That would be legendary.
If Geno said, "This guy gets it," talking about himself.
Looked at a security camera and went, "This guy gets it." Like a situation comedy.
I'm sorry. I thought you said Pat said that. No, Geno said that to Pat. I didn't hear that.
He said, "This guy gets." That's what I heard. He said, "This guy gets it." And
but you were looking at Pat. You were looking at Pat, and Geno was looking at Pat.
Yeah, Geno.
Pat was looking at Geno, but he wasn't looking at you.
He never looked at me. As soon as I saw him, we saw him at the same time, and we both turned toward him to greet him. And Geno put his hands out, and I guess that's what he said. I didn't hear him say that. And then Pat punched him at the last second. He was smiling.
Before he punched him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then he said, "Enjoy," right?
He said enjoy after he
was smiling before he punched him.
Like a Pat Dixon smile, like
I love it.
Closed
I love
mouth.
it. I'm back in the Pat Dixon business now. I didn't know he was smiling before he punched him. That's fantastic.
And then you could see his mannerisms on the video where it was like he was saying "Good night, folks," like he was leaving the stage. It was great
because I think you realize what he had just done,
and that's when he said, "Enjoy."
And then because putting your hands up is also like a surrender move too, like
but he was kind of going like,
no, it's almost like I did it. I don't think
he was worried at all that Geno was going to hit him back at that point.
No, that's why he hit him in the first place. He wouldn't. You can get away with that with people who won't hit you back.
So you think anyone could hit Geno and they won't hit him back?
Probably. I don't know Geno that well, but he doesn't seem like.
But that's your read on Geno, that basically any man can have his way with Geno.
I think the next person that hits Geno, he would hit back. I think pre that he wouldn't hit back.
I'm asking for a friend. I
think now is a new policy, probably.
If it's okay.
Maybe.
It's incredible. Wow, what a story. This is better than JFK. This is every angle. Oliver Stone should do a movie about this. This is incredible. Pat was smiling as he's about to punch Geno.
Yeah, and he was holding a newspaper.
He did have the paper
under one arm, right?
He put it under his arm.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Yeah, I think he did.
He put it under his arm and then punched with the other.
I don't know if he walked in.
Wait, he had the paper. He did put it under his arm?
He's always got the paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you think he'd just drop it to the ground. Like Michael Corleone in The Godfather, just drop the gun. So just put the paper down, because you think it would affect his punching ability.
Yeah,
to have one arm kind of pinning a newspaper, even if the other he doesn't use it, just to kind of using the other arm. You want that other arm to be loose be loose,
definitely,
to get a full follow through on the punch. I would think. I'm not a professional boxer.
No, you're right, and maybe.
Okay, so you're 100% factual that he had the paper, and he had it under his arm.
He had the paper.
Wow.
I don't know if he had it when he left, but I think he could. But there's security footage, so
wow.
It's very grainy though. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, that's true.
I couldn't tell you from looking at it.
But yeah, the paper was there for sure.
But he didn't really mention during I remember going back and watching the show to see what was this sort of inciting incident. Geno didn't mention Pat so much on the show that you were on him with.
Bobby called in as Pat. The character, with the mouth thing.
Okay.
So, Adam, you're saying they weren't really trolling Pat that
Not
much?
so much. The trolling was more before I think Felicia was there. Like I think it was the day before or a couple of days before. That's when he said, and Daddy's going to turn on the charm, which seemed it didn't seem necessary for somebody that you weren't feuding with. When I heard that he punched him, I wasn't shocked after seeing that.
Oh, all right.
You know?
Wow, this is incredible.
We were all shocked.
Okay, speaking of that, so I know Stevie, who's a regular on the show, he said he iced down Geno for about a half an hour. What did you do?
I stood there like this.
For how long?
I probably stood there like that for maybe 30 seconds, and then I just kept looking. I kept looking back at Geno. Because Anthony's looking at his mouth, looking in his mouth.
Anthony was
looking at his mouth.
Yeah.
Wait, Anthony was doing what?
He was looking in his mouth, like
at Geno's mouth.
Yeah, because it was bleeding. He was bleeding.
So Kumia was checking his mouth.
Yeah, because Geno's like, yeah, he's looking in his mouth back toward the bathroom at Sullivan.
He was. Oh, because the lights back. It lights better back there.
Yeah, yeah, and then. Yeah, I guess there's a sink back there that you can spit blood into as well.
Sure. It's for
yeah, because they have a lot of fights back there.
Probably.
So they just have a spit sink.
Yeah, and then I kept also looking at the front door to see if he was going to come back. And I'm standing there like, what just happened? I was shocked.
Wow.
And then I think Stevie arrived and
oh, so Stevie wasn't actually there when...
He wasn't there when Pat punched Geno.
On Impact.
He showed up very soon after.
You think he heard about it?
Like, did he run in like Kramer?
I don't know. I don't think
Kramer
so.
Was like,
I don't
Jerry,
think
what happened?
Like, he was out of breath.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it was a... And then I was like, I told him, I was like, I think I should leave. And he's like, no, why would you leave? And I'm like, because this is fucking weird. Why would I stay?
Who said that? Geno or
Stevie?
Stevie said you should leave?
No, I said I should leave. And he was like, no, stay. And I'm like, it's weird. This is weird. I don't know what to do.
The terrorists win if you leave.
I was like, I don't know what to do, man. This is fucking... I was just like stunned and I had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Okay, so all right, let's read some super chats. I got some other questions because I want to find out what happened.
Okay.
And did were you guys in it? Did you leave in a getaway car? Like when you and Pat got back together, were you like Bonnie and Clyde?
Were you on the lam?
Were you hiding? Were you like when you went through a toll? Were you like ducking down so they wouldn't ID you?
Yeah.
Did you cut your hair into a bob and dye it black?
Our MLC legend, what's up, Trick? Who's that picture of?
Looks like
me and Stutter John.
Yeah, you and Stutter. I think it's maybe isn't that the Step Brothers thing, but with your faces.
Stutter John. MLC Stutter John is a fan that says he posted a YouTube clip of Stevie getting beat down. Title: Stevie Lou drug deal gone bad. The real story. I saw it. Not sure. Wait, the real story? I saw it, but you're not sure. Which is it? You saw it, but you're still not sure. Stutter John has no such thing. They posted of getting a beat down.
Drug deal gone bad. Maybe it's like a spoof.
Yeah, he would have contacted me. Dirty deeds. All right, I can't even read these. Anyway, okay. So what happened? Listen, I'm not disrespecting the super chats, but they're not really about. I don't want to read backwards. So let me just ask some more questions. So then, when did you and Pat? Can you talk about when you and Pat got back together after the punch?
Yeah.
Or is it too personal? Is it too raw?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's too personal.
All right, go ahead.
So I sent him a message that day saying, "Are you okay?" Meaning like mentally, because it's like, what the fuck? And then I went to his house the next day, and I was like, I want to talk to you. And he's like, all right, come back at 6. Then I
You
came
wouldn't
back
see
at
it till 6?
That was his earliest.
Yeah. Like, I'll see you, but not till 6.
Right.
He had a cancellation, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So you went to his house at 6, and the next day, 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, no, I just lost it, and etc.
No, we had sex, and then
What?
Oh, where's my ooh button? Sounds steamy.
Was it the best sex you guys have ever had?
No.
Top
I mean,
10?
I can't speak for him, but it wasn't for me. But
Why? Because it was just weird.
no, it wasn't weird. But it's what you know.
All right,
They're like
all right,
recalibrating. You'd been apart for a while.
All right. So then, what happened after that? Did you guys go to the diner and get something to eat? No, were you guys talking about? I mean, did it happen gradually that you guys got back together, or was it all of a sudden you're like, this is meant to be?
Instantaneous.
It was gradual, but I was telling him, I was like, so what happened? You know, why'd you do that? And
did he say because he loved you?
No, I suggested that. He told me a bunch of shit that was disrespectful to me, and then
what?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, he was like, you don't belong there. You don't belong at Compound Media.
That's true. That place is
like
poisonous. You don't.
Yeah,
belong
that's just chivalry.
Yeah,
he didn't mean
he's
that
watching
that
out
way.
for you
Being a
there.
gentleman.
No.
Wait, he said you haven't earned the right to be there?
I guess that's what he was saying. But he definitely wasn't trying to protect me.
He wasn't saying like you're too good for.
No.
Okay.
No. So that's pretty dismissive of everything else that I'd done in my career. But then I was like, yeah, but you also don't do something like that unless you have really strong feelings for a person. And he's like, yeah, you're not wrong about that. So then we just started talking about it more. And he's like, yeah, I love you. Then I fell for that, of course.
The oldest trick in a book.
Yes.
You tell a woman you love her,
Claps.
just like in the movies, and
Lights
they
go
fall for it
down.
every goddamn time.
Holy shit.
So we
But
got
do you
back
think-
together slowly after that.
Do you think it was a combination of having really strong feelings, or some strong feelings towards you and some strong feelings against Geno?
I think it was
seems like
all against Geno. I don't think it was any
none
strong
for you.
feeling. I don't think so. No. I mean, now that the way that it's played out, it's like, well, I was fucking, yeah, I know what happened now. He just hated Geno.
Well, a lot of it is like, I don't say a lot of it is, but I just been around enough. It's like when a woman comes into like a comedy scene, a lot of times, it's like the scenes from the Wild West movies. You know, it's like there's not a lot of women, and these guys always have like simmering feuds about one thing or another. So if a woman gets involved in the mix, it's very combustible. So it's like I've been through it with Sarah Silverman, with like other women where like people just like Attell's still mentally ill from what Sarah Silverman did to him in 1991, you know, and it's like, just because it's like, you know, you're competitive with these guys, and then you bring a woman into the mix, and it's like something crazy happens. Like Attell kind of did it back to me. What year was that? Like 1996, and I fucking went nuts too, because you're just very competitive with these guys, and then you throw a woman in with it. And again, if it was the Wild West, guys would shoot each other.
Yeah, the center of town.
You just get that mad. So Pat Dixon did the only thing he could do. He couldn't shoot Geno, so he punched him. He punched him like,
I heard that,
in a Wild West, like in a saloon. You know,
I heard that Felicia wasn't the first one. There were other women that he and Geno kind of had weird boundaries over. I think Chrissy Mayer was another one where he didn't want her around there. And I think Geno kind of was behind that. So
I
I
was
think
behind getting her there.
Yeah, well, or something. He had something to do with it. It was something weird with Geno not having boundaries, but that was my understanding. I mean, I don't remember if I heard that directly from Pat, but some version of it that this had kind of been bubbling to the surface for a while. And then this was kind of the last straw. So there's that.
Dirty Deeds. Book Hinckley Jr. and tell him, is he a junior? Hinckley's a junior? Book Hinckley Jr. and tell him Felicia is Jodie Foster.
Oh, shit. She does kind of look like Jodie Foster.
You get that a lot, Felicia? You look like Jodie Foster?
Yes.
Jarhead, have you ever seen Pat with nunchucks?
No.
Oh, the clip that they were talking about, by the way, is a person getting it's titled Stevie Lou drug deal gone bad, but it's a person getting attacked with nunchucks in the subway. It's not Stevie Lou though.
Single Mother 5. Hey, pro host, are you gonna tell us who this gal is? Yeah, Felicia Gillespie, formerly of Compound Media Parties.
Also, their Twitter handle's always on the ticker below. So
yeah, I should have said it, but I don't like to. I figured they'll figure it out or whatever. Like that guy, fucking. Anyway, I'll talk about that later. 2 days, two days today. Hot cross bonds. Did he call you back? No, and then somebody sent me a thing saying, yeah, somebody sent me a thing saying he did Bobby Kelly's show.
I saw a clip of that. Yeah.
You know what, dude? And it's like, okay, and you know why it tells doing all the things before it, because he doesn't. Once it comes out, he doesn't want to have to look at it, talk about it. You know, he's probably going to be embarrassed by. That's how crazy Attell is. He's like, I can't even. It's now that it's out, so he wanted to do all the press before it came out. German Connor, a certain Tennessee fugitive might be telling a certain pink-faced bicyclist to enjoy soon. Listen, I'm safe. As far as I know, I'm safe.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're in any harm. No,
he's Milton's going to take care of. Milton's going to take care of all my former boys over here. All right, MLC legend. Hey, Felicia, can you let me see the back of your head so I can see if I remember you? Did you like those pistol? Jesus, I don't know what the fuck this guy's saying.
Wow. If it was me, you would remember.
I think he likes you, Felicia.
What, is he coming on to you?
I think he's flirting.
He is? Pistol grip earrings I bought you? They are handy. I don't even know what he's saying. Vaping Dago. This I don't even talk like that.
Wow.
Vaping Dago. This is a Geno ball washer. Hashtag Team Pat Dixon. Hashtag enjoy KB. Thank you, Vaping Dago. Wow. Listen, I don't even know what to say, but you're definitely not a Geno ball washer, right?
Well, we didn't.
And don't hit the like button. Don't hit the like button. You guys don't even have to watch this. You fucking losers. Go watch them. Watch Stuttering John. You fucking losers. Go watch them. Go watch them. Hey, Stuttering John said something else. Let's do 5 hours on them. Go watch them right now. I may not even read super chats. You fucking losers. I'm not talking to vaping. I'm just talking about like the people are like, wait, Brennan, we didn't get your pink face. And what did you do? You didn't announce who the guest was. And what was, you didn't even start on time. Go watch them. Watch Stuttering John. That's classic TV. Thank you, vaping. Flimsy. She looks like a bit like Chrissy Mayer. I see Mr. Dixon as a type. Would Felicia mind getting on all fours for us real quick? I'm trying to see something. Jesus Christ, Flimsy. We can't bring nice people here. We can't have nice things. Fucking
can't have company.
Wait, and I know all these people. Furious. Gina said Ray. Gina said
Ray is creepy and she's married to Bob.
I forgot who they're talking about.
That's pretty good.
Gina said Ray is creepy and she's married to Bob. Yeah, I forgot who Gina was. I'm like, Gina?
Yeah, Gina. They should have said Gina.
Gina. Furious, good one. German Connor, offer her the Ari Jane money, KB. Hashtag new. I do like her, but I'd have to get permission from a lot of people.
Who?
We may get
Huh?
Now
I'd
you
have
need
to-
permission?
No, it'd be like that movie where Pat Dixon's your former pimp, so I have to either
Right. You got to buy him out, maybe.
No, it's like True Romance. I have to either go kill him or pay him off or something.
Yeah.
Did you see that movie True Romance?
Yeah, it's psychotic.
Yeah, but it was his birthday, and so his friend got him the hooker, but then he fell in love with her, so he had to go.
God.
He had to go talk to the pimp, Gary Oldman, and Gary Oldman not looking like Gary Oldman. Anyway, he had to go, and then he ended up killing him or something. I don't know, something crazy.
I'm throwing my hat in the ring for that money.
I bet you are. I mean, Stuttering John said he would help me with my tech if I need. I'm going to get a stuttering guy to help me with my tech.
I think you guys would be good. Yeah, I think hire Stuttering John, but just behind the scenes.
Right.
Like he's your
And he keeps interrupting. Hey,
that would
Kevin.
be amazing. That would be amazing.
Yeah, he's only off camera. He'd lose his
off
fucking
camera,
mind.
but
he would lose his mind.
I'm saying, what's Ari Jane going to bring to the table other than, she's going to look nice, right? I know it's sexy. She's got that 75-cent gap. That's sexy,
Wow.
right?
No, but she don't want to do it anyway. I was doing it to stick it to Ray because I knew Ray would get furious, and I think it was because now he blocked me on Twitter.
Really?
So,
wow.
Yeah, because I thought I blocked him, and then I went to check his Twitter, and then it said he blocked you. He doubled down.
I wonder if I'm blocked.
German Connor, Kevin's Cup. I'm sorry that Pat ever thought you were. Kevin's Cup. I'm sorry that Pat ever thought you were a friend. Listen, I don't have friends. I can't have friends in this business because it's like, what's the point? It's like I've had friends and they all try to fucking stab me in the back. Bob Levy said the first time Atlantic City that he had my back. He literally had my back to stab me with it. I mean, it's these clowns. I'm dealing with a bunch of clowns. I mean, the fact that all women think Ray is creepy, that alone is creepy. Like that they all think he's creepy, that's fucking creepy. If all women think you're creepy, then you're probably creepy. Kevin's Cough, I'm sorry that Pat ever thought you as a friend. Hey, first of all, fuck you all. Hey, Kevin's Cough, suck my cock because, if I have Stevie Lou on, you'd be like, one more time with Stevie Lou and I'm coming to your house. One guy said he was coming to my house.
Whoa.
To turn off my computer if I had Stevie Lou on. So you guys don't want Stevie Lou. So I need new people anyway. Stevie Lou, Ray DeVito, Chad Zumach, Stuttering John. You hate them all. I hate them all too. Who should I have? Tony Mazer? Tuesdays with Tony?
Talk about sex appeal.
And Pat can't do the show. I mean, we'd have to disguise his face.
Let's do that with me. Hire me, and I'll come in disguised.
You want to go witness protection?
No, I'll have to lose my channel. I'm making too much money. I asked that cat, John's neglected cat, how much money I'm making. I can't just lose my channel. Connor, lady, did Pat ever order you to don't speak? Would you call Ray's brain a tragic kingdom? What's got you laughing, Adam?
He's making no doubt ref because she said walking in a spider web earlier, and we had just talked about another no doubt thing. I don't remember what it was.
I saw
some
Ray
sort
at
of
the
Gwen Stefani thing.
He was at Hilarities. I was there, and he performed. And when the headliner was up, he comes in the back. We all sit in the back, and he comes back there, and he's like, "I lost my phone. I can't find my phone." And he's frantically looking for it. And it's like, there's a show happening. What are you doing? This is.
That was when Big J was there.
No, this was probably like 4 years ago.
Oh, so that might have been pre-accident, Ray. That might have been when he was a little more lucid.
I thought he was talking. The don't speak. Yeah, I thought he was referring also to Dov Davidoff saying, unless you can improve on silence. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, Connor, for all you do. Connor's been very nice to us here. German Connor, Ray has that I'll give you a ride on I-80 vibe. I think Ray thought if he like hangs around with at comedy clubs and stuff, like women are gonna want to have sex with him or something. I don't know, but I don't think he has much of a sex drive. That's what I'm saying. He has more like a Ted Bundy sex drive. You know, he doesn't have like, let's go to the. I mean, he's very sexually confused. He bought a second drink for someone who was
But even that,
dude?
he was like, even that, he talked about how he was doing it for the story. So he was even thinking about his act when it came to.
But he didn't get anything out of it. We got
dating.
stuff out of it.
Yeah, he was just trying to get a story.
Keep
from a
him
Bumble
coming.
date.
No, Dan Filano said I gotta get that thing where I said keep him coming till I'm gay. When Ray, I said, Ray, what did you just tell the waitress? Keep him coming till I'm gay. So Dan Filano's like, you gotta get that. I'm like, I said, what episode was it? I mean, I've done a million episodes, so he's trying to figure it out.
Dan, if you can find it, just let me know the
Yeah, but
episode.
he don't have the timestamp, so
no. But if you just tell me the episode, I can go through and I can watch
Chicken
it
Man.
double time.
Chicken Man, I thought you would have Tom Barry on for a birthday episode. It's Tom Barry's birthday? All right. I don't know how you know that, but Felicia, how does that Pat Dixon?
Is it Todd Barry's birthday? I'll check.
Felicia, how does Pat Dixon get all these women? He's no Mike Bichetti or Kevin Brennan.
Women tend to confuse confidence with competence sometimes. And
confidence with competence?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's
So if you haven't really been around the block too much, you would fall for somebody like that.
Yeah, if you just act confident.
Right.
Like that's where, con man, confidence man. It is Todd Barry's birthday, by the way.
Jesus,
1964. Man. Happy birthday, Todd.
Nobody's getting younger.
Happy birthday.
And he's funny.
Yeah.
All right, good job, Chicken Man. SD187. Yeah, speaking of that, anyway, I'm not gonna ask you that. I was gonna say why I was gonna ask you, because I'm not confident. I actually lost a girl because I wasn't confident enough. She liked that I was confident on stage, and then she was disappointed I wasn't bossy off stage. I'm like, what do you want me to do? You want me to order for you at the restaurant, you cunt? I mean, like, and then once I found that out, I go, I can be mean off stage. I just stick around. Jesus Christ. So after a while, listen, I think really what it comes down to, if you're just whatever you are, just be it. And then women will just kind of go, oh, that guy, he seems pretty self-assured. If you're confident, unless you're Ray DeVito, just don't be Ray DeVito. He's the only guy that all women are fucking repulsed by. Thank you, SD. Was Felicia jealous that she didn't ice Geno's face?
Yeah, maybe it would have gotten me another appearance on the show. Jesus.
You haven't been back since?
No, I was back. I was back about I don't know how long it was. A year later, maybe.
KB, let's be fair. On Melton's show, Pat gave you the credit for helping him, and Melton was surprised. Tell the whole story. Fuck, I don't watch the show. Philly Frank's fine. You think I'm going to watch Melton's fucking show? Melton's a fucking bitch. And now that I know he's, I can't really take him seriously. Before I didn't know he was a hunchback, and now when I watch him do his show, he lost all his whatever to me once I saw he was a hunchback, because he would sit in his studio all confident, and then you see him in regular lighting and shit. You're like, holy fuck, get away, children, run. So on Melton's show, Pat gave you the credit for helping him. Yeah, and then again, I help people, and what do? They're like, let me saddle up with this guy who's going to pay me nothing. And I'm talking about Melton now. Let me saddle up to this guy who's going to pay me nothing to go to Vegas. And also, I'll sit around while Melton talks shit about Kevin's family and his kids and his show and his money. I mean, Melton just lies and lies and lies. He's worse than Chad, really. When you get right down to it. At least Chad's doing some stand-up now. I don't give a fuck what DK says. He's worse than Chad. Fuck Geno and Chad, Philly Franks 5. Yeah, still fuck Geno forever. Yeah. And Chad, I don't think Chad's going to make it through the week. I mean, seriously, someone should do a wellness check on Chad and bring some coleslaw as a goof. This label, isn't this lady friends with Geno now? Trash.
I can't believe he would call Geno trash.
I know, of all people. Does Geno text you a lot? Has he texted you while you've been on the show today?
No.
Because do you have him blocked?
No.
So he can text you if you wanted to.
Yeah. Because
Geno loves to text people when they're on the show. German Connor, Felicia kind of looks like Pat. Well, that's not what a lady wants to hear. German Connor, Felicia kind of looks like Pat. Can she cock an eyebrow and do an Edward G. Robinson impression while playing the piano? I doubt it. You have to get Chrissy Mayer on now, KB. Chrissy Mayer's been thrown through so much. You think she could handle an appearance on MLC? Jesus, her dad just died 6 months ago. I couldn't talk about it till now. Who talks about their dad? Imagine if my dad was murdered. I'd be like, I'm going to wait 6 months. I'd be milking that murder so much. I'd be, Jesus Christ. I'd be doing great. German Connor, thank you. Ghost of Mr. P is back. Skeletor, what time am I meeting a Castle Grayskull? I don't know what that means. Does that mean something, Adam?
I don't know. I mean, it's a He-Man reference, but I'm not sure who he's talking to.
I don't watch those shows. Send Pat the link. We'd have to disguise.
Wow, that would be. That'd be a lot.
When's the last time you talked to Pat?
Over a year ago.
A year?